Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today I'm going to share with you my second draft without Haaland, just in case he gets a freak injury in pre-season, because you never know what happens. I'm really excited to share with you guys. If you're excited too, please like and subscribe to my channel to increase your overall rank and win your mini leagues. Now let me show you my team. First up, we have the goalkeeper. I've chosen Raya again, same as last week. Cost 5 million. Made the most amount of points as a full goalkeeper. I expect him to do the same this year again. He saves more shots, gets more shots on him so he can make more saves and get more points and get more bonus points. That's why I've chosen him. He's got a good set of fixtures first. Tottenham at home, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home. He's my man for this position. Probably keep him the whole way. First defender up, Trent. 8 million. Same as last week, keeping him because I'm thinking he's going to make the most amount of points for a defender, as he's going to get more assists playing in the midfield position. He's got first up is Chelsea away, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle away. Not the best set of fixtures, but I reckon you still get a lot of points in those 3 games. Next up, we have Stones. Cost 5.5 million, made 93 points last year in 21 games, got 2 goals, 2 assists. I expect to play in the midfield position a bit more next year, like he did at the end of last year, but we just don't 100% know yet because he might make some midfield signings. We don't know what they're doing. Don't know anything about their transfer activity at the moment. All we know is they're getting a new centre back, maybe cost over 100 million for them. But at the moment, Stones will be playing slightly more deeper in the midfield, especially with Gundogan leaving. First game up is Burnley away. Let's see what happens with that. I think they'll be all right. Next up, we have Spininian. He cost 5 million, made 128 points in 31 games, got 1 goal, 7 assists, and 15 bonus points in his first ever Premier League season. I expect him to do good in the season. Under Brian, they play very attacking football, and I'll continue to see that in the future. First game up is Luton at home, Wolves away, West Ham at home. Good sell first set features, so he has to be my last defender in my team. Next up, we have the midfielders. First up, Salah. Cost 12.5 million, made 239 points last year. Wasn't his best season, but still got 19 goals and 13 assists. Will be on pens. Is one of the starting forwards for Liverpool. I expect him to get the same amount of points as last year. He is the king of FPL after all, as he's shown in the last few seasons. He's always going to get 200 plus points, so he has to be in this team. First up is Chelsea away, Bournemouth at home, and Newcastle away. Hard sell fixtures, but I expect him to still get some good points in those games. Probably make him my captain for the Bournemouth game, second game week. Next up, we have Saka. Cost 8.5 million, made 202 points last season. Got an increase of 0.5 million from last season to 8.5. Got 14 goals, 12 assists, 19 bonus points. I expect him to keep improving because he's still young. He's got a lot of potential, and I keep on thinking he's going to be the main man for Arsenal. Over 50% of you have chosen him so far in your teams. First game up is Nottingham Forest at home, Crystal Palace away, Fulham at home. Those are very good set of fixtures for them. I expect him to get a shit loads of points. Next up, we have Luis Diaz. Cost 7.5 million, made 62 points last year, only 11 games played. Got 4 goals, 2 assists, 7 bonus points. Got a decrease of 0.5 million from last season because he didn't play much because he was injured for the majority of the last season, which showed in Liverpool's performance and their form. But I expect him to improve this season. He is one of the most paciest left winger I've seen in a while. He is solid. First game up is against Chelsea away, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle away. I expect him to be the next starting player up front for Liverpool in those 3 positions. Next up, we have Bernardo Silva. Cost 6.5 million, made 106 points last year in 24 games, got 4 goals, 6 assists, 9 bonus points. Got a decrease of 0.5 million. I think he's a bargain of a player to have in your team for only 6.5 million. I think he's going to get more game time if he stays. Right now, it's looking like he's going to stay, and Mahrez is heading out, and I think he will get a lot more game time than Mahrez, and he's going to be the main man on the right-hand side for them. So he's going to be in my team. First up, they got Burnley away, Newcastle at home, Sheffield away, Fulham at home, West Ham away. Good sale fixtures. I expect him to get a good amount of points as well. Next up, we have Rashford. Cost 9 million, made 205 points last year in 32 games, got 17 goals and 7 assists and 21 bonus points. His price has gone up by 2.5 million because he has such a good season last year. He is the main man for Man United. When he performs, United perform. So he, in my opinion, is the better player to have over Bruno Fernandes because I think he's going to get a lot more points than Bruno Fernandes. Even though Bruno might be on penalties, but Rashford is the main man. And the first game is at Wolves at home, Tottenham away, Nottingham at home. Good set of fixtures. So he is the final midfielder. Next up, we have the forwards. First up, Jesus. Cost 8 million, same as last year. Got 124 points last year. Got 20 in 24 games. Got 11 goals, 7 assists, and 17 bonus points. In my opinion, he's probably one of the starting players for Arsenal up front. I expect him to be a lot better because last year he was a bit injured throughout the season. But this year, because of Arsenal making a lot more signings in the midfield, I don't expect him to drop that much. So he'll get a lot more goals. He might still be on pens. That's between him and Saka. But either one, they're both in my team for this week. So it's good to have them both. First game up is Nottingham Forest at home, Crystal Palace away, and Fulham at home. So he's the first forward. Now for the second striker, Wilson. Cost 8 million, made 157 points last year in 21 games, got 18 goals, 6 assists, and 20 bonus points. I reckon he will be the main striker for Newcastle next season, playing up front in the number 9 role with Isak on the left, helping him out as far as giving him assists. I reckon he'll be on the pens. His thing about him is he could be injury prone sometimes because he's always in and out of the team because of his injuries. But hopefully he stays fit. And for now, he is fit. So I expect him to be the number 1 striker for Newcastle. First game up is against Villa at home, Man City away, and Liverpool at home. Not the best fixtures, but I expect him to get good amount of points in those games by nicking a goal or 2 in the 3 games. Finally, the bench. First up, the goalkeeper, Areola. I've chosen him because Fabianski is getting old, so he might get some game time. He is 37 years old, so you never know. He might get some starting time. So he's first up as a cheap goalkeeper for 4 million. Next two are the defenders. Both 4 million, Bell and Baldock, both starting players for the teams. So good to have as a cheap defender for your bench. And finally, the forward, 4.5 million, Semedo. Another cheap forward to have because we don't know who at that price range is going to start and not going to start. So for now, just for a cheap player to have in your team. And that's the team so far. So let's review this team without Haaland. I think it's a solid team in case Haaland gets injured. There's players around the whole pitch that can get a very good amount of points for you, in my opinion. But this is just a draft, just in case Haaland gets injured. And I think this is a solid team if you want to go without Haaland in your team. If you think somehow he's not going to do what he did last year. But in my opinion, he will do what he did last year. He will get goals. He's a goal machine. So if he's fit and ready, this team is useless. But just in case, this team is good without him as well. So that's it for this draft without Haaland in my team. Hope you enjoyed and found it interesting. I might have mispronounced some players' names, but I know you get it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like and subscribe to my video. See you next time for the next draft and much more FPL content throughout the season. Thank you again for watching my video. See you next time. See ya.